Good morning. In this video, I will continue explaining the self concepts in the OCD therapy. So, normally, if you are OCD-free person, then uh, when you are thinking, when you are trying to uh, solve some problems, then you want to be certain, should I go to the school or should I not? Should I do that thing or should I not? Am I aggressive person or am I not? You need to know. Simply, you need to know what should you do, where should you go, where should. So you need to know. But in OCD, in fake doubt, you don't want to know if you want to go to school or not. You don't want to go if you should work or not. No, you want to know 100% if you should go to school or not. You want to know 100% if you should do that or not. You want to know 100% if you are a gay or a straight person. You want to know 100% if you are religious or not. You want to be sure 100%. So now it is, there is no doubt, but at the same time you doubt. And in self-ambivalence, it is not a context between am I a good person or bad person? Am I a religious person or unreligious person? Am I believer or disbeliever? Am I homo or straight? No, it is not like that. It is I am a homo and straight at the same time. I am a believer and disbeliever at the same time. I am a criminal and loving person at the same time. So you are the self-ambivalent is the same thing at the same time. At the same time, with the black and white thinking, you need to be completely free from doubt. So you see the dilemma, you see the problem. At the same time, you want to be sure 100% the nature of your problem, the nature of the OCD is doubt, which causes fear, of course, later. But now we are discussing the doubt. Okay, so the nature of OCD itself is doubt. At the same time, you want to know 100%, white or black thinking. This drive, so you want to know 100%, and because you want to know 100% sure, and not simply sure, not normally sure, because in normally sure, I want to be sure that, let us say, should I do that or not? Should I do it or stop doing it? Okay, I want to be sure of that. What should I do? Then you will try to seek evidences, you will try to know, you will try to ask the people, you ask yourself, you consult your history or your computer or a book, and then you will arrive at a conclusion that, okay, I should stop. In OCD, the same thing, but you put 100%, or in Dutch, in English, 100%. You put 100%. Each normal sentence, you put 100%. I want the normal person, free from OCD person says, I want to be sure that I don't have to wash the door. I don't have to wash the car. Okay, so he will try to know and search evidences, and then he will arrive at a conclusion. But with OCD, he don't want to be sure. He want to be 100%, 100% sure. He want to be 100% sure, not 99.999%. No, 100% sure. Is it white, completely white, or completely black thinking? All or nothing. Or it is dirty or it is clean. Or it is 100% dirty or it is 100% clean. Or 100% gay or 100% straight. 100% completely loving, completely without aggressiveness towards my children, or or you are criminal, aggressive, mistreating your children. Okay. In this context, you will never learn your children anything. You cannot teach them. You cannot do the behavior theory. You give them something, a positive thing, if they make it good, or you try to demotivate them if they are doing something bad. Okay, in the learning behavior stuff and behavior in behaviorism. Okay. So you'll never teach them because you should 100% be completely free from X, or you are 100% full with X. Okay, white or black thinking also. So in perfectionism is also the same thing. There is something missing always. There is always something, for sure. 100% there is something missing. 100% it is not complete. You are sure always, you are very sure 100% that, and you feel that because you search for certainty, you search for 100% of certainty. Of course you cannot arrive at that. You will never, because you are not a god. Only God knows 100% that this is that or this is not. He is the omnipotence, he knows everything, 100%, okay, without probability, okay, 100%, with 100%, he knows that will happen. We as a human, we have deficiency in our knowledge. We will never be sure 100%. And this is our life. But when I get, or you get, or he gets OCD, then he want to be 100% sure, like a god, from these things. In this context, 100% sure will never will never decrease your doubt. It will only increase your doubt. Why? Because 100%. When you are 100%, then it is an impulse function. At the moment you in mathematics, but okay. So in you have an impulse function. The moment it is 0 with a shift delay of, the moment you move, then it will increase to infinity. This is the definition of impulse function. But in the practical way, so let us say that you have a loss, you don't know impulse function, then we can say that you are infinite sensitive in this level. If you move a little bit, 1 millimeter, 1/1000, okay, millimeter from your position of certainty, then it will means uncertain. So you have a black or white, certain or uncertain, certain or uncertain. Okay, so like that. There is no slope. There is no gradual gray area. Or 90% certain, I should be 90%. You should simply be 80%. If it is 8%, then you will base your decision on that. The normal person, normal free OCD person. The more it is a valuable thing, you will not stand a chance that you will get an AIDS, or you will not stand. Okay, so this is why 100%. This is the more valuable it is, and less competent in that, your fear, your doubt will not be real. Okay, so OCD attacks you in your highest value or in your value. Okay, OCD will attacks you in one of your values. This is first condition. Second condition, you feel yourself incompetent, or you are doubting yourself in this specific value, in this specific domain of yourself. Okay, so now you want to be 100% sure. You will never reach that, especially if you have a just right feeling. You feel that it should be completely free from anxiety. You are intolerable for anxiety. Okay, you need to be 100% sure, black or white thinking. Of course, this is impossible. Okay, the same thing is with perfectionism, accurate feeling with precisely just the right feeling. Okay, hell versus mercy of God. Okay, you still imagine you are a religious guy, and at the same time you feel that God, and you study that in your book, in your holy book, and you feel it. God is the merciful, the most merciful thing, and at the same time you read something about hell or punishment, that God punishes someone, or you see a volcano killing 10 children or 10,000 children, and now you have this black or white thing. You cannot say that, okay, God has that and that and that, and there is a gray area and something. No, you live in a completely fake world, completely discontinuous world. Or black or white. There is no slope. There is, if you cannot combine hell and God at the same time, that's impossible. And you feel anxiety because hell and God in the same head, in the same OCD head, your OCD head. This is impossible. So or hell exists, but when hell exists and God does not exist, then you will feel, this is, of course, I'm talking with religious OCD people, to religious OCD people. Then God doesn't exist if there is a hell. And if God exists, white, completely white, God exists, then there should be completely no hell, no punishment, no hell, no nothing. Okay, so there should be some, you should have in your feelings some tolerance to a gray area. You should have tolerance to these. No, there is a gray area. It shouldn't be white. It shouldn't be completely white. It shouldn't be completely black. There is a gray area. It can be 80% white and or 80% black. Okay. So it is very important to, of course, I know that this is on a subconscious level. So most of the OCD clients cannot cannot feel that, or cannot maybe relate to that. But so this is why we will, after these videos, I will give you some exercises that you should do to discover your real self and to practice the how can you observe and get in touch with your real self. Okay, ambivalent self is, for me, I believe, this is my conviction, this is my therapy, this is what I experience in my life, that the ambivalence itself comes from the disconnecting from the self in the now with the real self. So you have a real self position, you have a OCD self position, and you are here, and there is disconnection between the real self. There is the automatic comparison that the normal free OCD person do when he gets obsession, when he gets repugnant thoughts, then he will immediately automatically in his sometimes conscious or subconsciously, he will compare with make a connection with his real self, and he will know this is not me. These repugnant thoughts are not me. I have nothing to do with me. Okay, and then will he keep continuing what he was doing, and then the frequency of repugnant thought will be less and less and less and less, until it will become one time per year, or maybe one time per month, or even one time per 10 year maybe. Okay, so he can make immediate contact with his valued aspect or valued domain in his self, and he don't have incompetency in that. He don't feel that he is ambivalent in that. Why he feels ambivalent? Because he can make a direct automatic contact with his valued domain. Okay, so this is my addition to the self ambivalence theory, or self ambivalence researches. Okay, and I believe in that. I practice that. I always advise to know your intention, to make contact with your real self, and to express that in behavior, in doing. You should do. You believe in things, you should do. If you don't, if you still have ambivalence, through doing, through observing, so a little bit cognitive, a little bit behavior, so through observing yourself in the normal life, and especially when you are approaching or near your values, when you are near your domains, valued domains, okay, you do, you have a value, and then you have an aim derived from this value. Then after that you should be behavior. You should base a doing. You should base a behavior to reach these goals. And in this you should observe. So okay, but later I will explain that in the exercise. You should observe that and question yourself. You make a real question. You make a real story, not an OCD story. So you have an OCD story that makes you feel that OCD is true. Okay? The OCD has its own story. We want you to make also your own real story, value story, real story, through observation, through questioning, through cognition and behavior. Okay, but later we will come to that. I hope that you have benefited from this video. If it is not, please try to repeat and also read something about that. I have put that beneath, and see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.